weekly review of trending stories. If you're a new subscriber or you're watching for the first time, this is Eko Hot Blog weekly review of trending stories, where we bring to you the juiciest and trending stories of the week. Tinubu gives fresh directive on student loan disbursement. FG to increase primary health center from 8,300 to 17,600. Sanwo-Olu unveils Slim Balogun Stadium stunning transformation. Over 90% of Ibadan explosion victims have been discharged. 6,700 traders count losses after fire rages through Mandela's building. Ogun State House of Assembly members impeach Speaker, give reason. New Liberian President Joseph Boakai suffers a stroke during inauguration. Canada plans big reduction of study permits for Nigerian students, others. And here are the details of the stories in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the management of the Nigeria Education Loan Fund to expand its focus area by extending interest-free loans to Nigerian students interested in skill development programs. Now, according to press statements issued by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajurin Ngelale, Tinubu issued this directive at the State House on Monday after a briefing from Akintunde Sawyer, Executive Secretary of NEL Fund, on the build-up to the launch of the program later in the month. The president said it is important for the scheme to accommodate those who may not want to pursue university education, noting that skill acquisition is as important as obtaining undergraduate and graduate academic qualifications. Now, in his presentation to the President, Executive Secretary of the Fund, Mr. Akintunde Sawyer, said the loan application process will be technology-driven, limiting human interface and eliminating any possibility of maladministration in the program. He also said NEL Fund has developed a robust risk mitigation mechanism to address potential risks that may arise from the program. Now, speaking on the funding mechanism of the program, Dr. Zach Adedeji, Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS), said funding sources have been made available to ensure the smooth takeoff and sustenance of the program. The federal government has said it will work with state governments and development partners to increase the number of primary healthcare centers from 8,300 to 17,600 nationwide in the next 4 years. The initiative will be complemented with the training of 120,000 frontline health workers who are expected to enter the health sector as soon as part of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The coordinating minister for Health and Social Welfare, Prof. Ali Pate, broke the news in his keynote address at a two-day meeting of Northeast Forum of Health Commissioners, which started in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. Pate, who was represented by the Executive Director of National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Mui Aino, listed three-pronged strategic approach adopted by the agency. This, the minister said, include institutional strengthening and effective coordination of all primary healthcare services, efficient, equitable, quality, and trustworthy services. He said there will be a strong collaboration with all stakeholders towards achieving frontline health security and routinize basic healthcare services, amongst others. The Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has taken to social media to showcase the ongoing transformation of the Slim Balogun Stadium in Surulere. Through his X handle, he shared a video on Sunday, January 21st, 2024, providing a glimpse of the renovations in progress. The governor expressed the government's commitment to investing in facilities that not only nurture talent but also unite communities. Major aspects of the renovation include cladding, roof covering, track replacement, and upgrades of the VIP lounge, players' dressing lounge, and of course the pitch. Sanwo-Olu emphasized that these improvements at the Teslim Balogun Stadium are geared towards creating a world-class sporting arena. The governor expressed that the comprehensive makeover aligned with the state's vision for Lagos sports. The ongoing enhancements demonstrates the government's dedication to fostering a conducive environment for athletic excellence. As a concluding note, the governor extended best wishes to the Super Eagles participating in the African Nations Cup, expressing pride in their accomplishments and contributions to the nation. It has been a roller coaster for the Super Eagles, although their performance have not really been impressive, but then they made it to the next stage. I really do hope they impress us in the round of 16, and of course, I wish them the best of luck. The Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has stated that over 90% of the victims of the explosion that rocked the Adeyi area of Old Bodija in the ancient Ibadan city have been discharged. He noted that investigations into the explosion on Dejo Oyelese Street, which has claimed 5 lives thus far, are ongoing, while he also thanked the residents for their cooperation with security operatives. The governor stated that victims of the incident have begun undergoing counseling at the Emergency Operations Center in Ibadan. The governor thanked the Nigerian Society of Engineers and his Lagos State counterpart, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for their support. Makinde stressed that his administration remains committed to supporting all victims of this unfortunate incident and ensuring that everyone responsible is brought to book. Now, several reports have emerged from the explosion as victims recount their experiences. In a statement released on Friday, Bond Hotel Nest Ibadan stated that its operations manager, Tunde Solomon, passed away due to a heart attack linked to the explosion near the hotel in Bodija. A 27-year-old male, Oluwatobiloba Halao, is still recovering from suffered memory loss due to the attack. His place of work, according to his younger brother Joseph, is the third house from where the explosion happened. Well, kudos to the Oyo State Governor, Governor Seyi Makinde, for this wonderful initiative. In a devastating incident on Sunday, the iconic Mandela's building on Broad Street, Lagos Island, succumbed to a massive fire, causing immeasurable losses to traders and businesses within. Now, according to Ibrahim Fariloye, the Lagos State coordinator of the National Emergency Management Agency, approximately 6,700 traders bore the brunt of this tragic event. The fire, which originated on the first floor of the 14-story building, quickly spread, consuming 450 shops, 30 offices, 2 hotels, and 5 restaurants. Fariloye stated that the impact was substantial, affecting not only the main complex but also the surrounding market stalls at the Atuwashe International Market. The Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service attributed the fire to a careless welding during the installation of a power generator on the 2nd floor of the building. The fire, beginning very late in the night, quickly progressed from the 1st floor to the 7th floor. As the affected traders grapple with the aftermath, the tragic incident has sparked discussions about the need for improved safety measures and emergency response capabilities to prevent such devastating occurrences in the future. 18 out of the 26 members of Ogun State House of Assembly have on Tuesday impeached the Speaker, Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo. According to a member of a State House of Assembly, Oluomo was impeached for alleged embezzlement of funds, high-handedness, and related offenses. The Assembly immediately elected a member, Oludaisi Elemide, as the new Speaker. The decision to remove Oluomo from office was made during the plenary session, with Oludaisi Elemide, a third-term lawmaker representing Odeda State constituency, emerging as the new Speaker. The details surrounding Oluomo's impeachment are expected to be reviewed later, shedding light on the circumstances leading to this significant change in leadership. Now, this development adds a layer of political dynamics to Ogun State's legislative landscape, and observers are likely to closely follow subsequent statements and reactions from both within and outside the Assembly. Wow, a lawmaker was impeached and was replaced immediately. My people, don't you think that something VG is going on? Or what do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Liberian President Joseph Boakai suffered a heat stroke on Monday after his inauguration as the leader of the West African country. The presidential inauguration came to an abrupt end when Boakai suddenly suffered a stroke while reading his acceptance speech. Boakai, who was helped out of the podium by security details, had taken the oath of office, but he started to hurt midway into his acceptance speech. The swearing-in ceremony held in the nation's parliament. Boakai, who previously served as a vice president from 2006 to 2018 under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Liberia's first female president, assumes the presidency with the daunting task of addressing poverty, corruption, and a weak justice system. He collapsed while he was giving his acceptance speech. He probably needs to rest. You know, sometimes when the body needs rest and you're not giving it enough rest that it needs, things like this tend to happen. Well, I really do hope he's back on his feet. Canada is set to reduce the number of international students permits by 35% next year as part of a temporary 2-year cap on foreign enrollment. The North American country's Immigration Minister Mark Miller announced the move on Monday morning. The cap will cut the number of approved study permits in 2024 to 364,000. Now, the 2025 limit will be reassessed at the end of this year. The decision will affect Nigerians considering applying for Canada's study permit. Miller said the move would allow the country to address institutions and bad actors who are charging exorbitantly high tuition fees for international students, all while increasing the number of international students they are accepting. However, students applying to master's and PhD programs will be exempted from the cap, he noted. He added that they would be allocating cap space by province based on population, meaning some provinces will see a sharper reduction in the number of international students permitted. The federal government has faced pressure from provinces regarding the increasing numbers of non-permanent residents entering Canada while the country struggles with a housing crisis. Now, more than 800,000 international students were issued temporary study visas in 2022. Miller said last fall that 2023's numbers were on track to be more than triple the number accepted 10 years ago.